evening. I have the wonderful opportunity to introduce our graduation speaker this evening. It is Edric Van Summer.
It's hard to believe we are all here today, celebrating and saying goodbye to our elementary years. For me, it's bittersweet. I look forward to the changes ahead, but at the same time, I'm afraid to leave what I've known for pretty much all my life. Whether you've been here since 3-year-old preschool, 4th grade, or even 8th, I'm sure you'll agree, St. Isidore has given us so many special memories that we will take with us forever. For me, it didn't begin at 3-year-old preschool. It began the moment I was born. I was born into St. Isidore first as an honorary member because my sister was a part of the St. Isidore graduate class of 2014. I remember the many volleyball games we attended, the basketball games, the Grand Prix tournaments, and hanging out with all the different kids who seemed so much more older than me. Already, this place felt like home. When the time came, I wasn't anxious about starting school. I had been here so many times, it just felt like it was finally my turn. Enter 3-year-old preschool. Do you guys remember carrying backpacks that were twice as large as our backs? I started the year with a fire truck ride my parents bought from the gala, and my first school birthday was at the firehouse where I got to invite the whole class. In preschool, we were all learning to read, write, cut, and draw. Who remembers looking out of the window to explain what the weather looked like for the day? There were so many firsts those years. First Jogathon, first school Halloween party, first Sunny Acres trip with the class, first Christmas show, first class trip to Cosby Zoo. It was a year of firsts. We continued into 4-year-old preschool, expanding on everything we did in 3-year-old preschool. New in 4-year-old preschool was the Thanksgiving feast we celebrated with the kindergartners. Before we knew it, it was preschool graduation. We were going to be kindergartners. Kindergarten was a big step. We were going to wear uniforms just like everyone else, even though the size of our backpacks hadn't changed much. Another big year. Gobert's Pumpkin Farm, the Cubs winning the World Series, taking part in our first school mass, and we were going to school full days. We were rolling with the big dogs. By first grade, we were still trying to get the hang of tying our own shoes. Some of our highlights included Garfield Park Conservatory, our STEAM projects, and our garden. In 2nd grade, we celebrated our first reconciliation and our first communion. Many of us played in Carroll Stream's basketball league together and against each other as the Celtics and the Hornets. At the end of 2nd grade, we said goodbye to Mrs. Collins, our principal, and welcomed in Mrs. Elemento as the new SIS principal. In 3rd grade, we were catching up to the size of our backpacks. The year started out normal. We started our first day of school, followed by the Grand Prix. Thankfully, 3rd grade was able to host a match, but boy were we all in for a surprise. A pandemic was about to hit. By the time January rolled around, there were many colds and coughs going around, and as you know, the rest is history. COVID closed down the schools, made our parents' jobs remote, and we all attended school remotely from March until the end of the year. It tested our patience, resilience, and coordination. Some of us learned to bake, some of us learned to play games online, all of us learned to connect with each other through phones, tablets, and computers. 4th grade began much more smoothly than 3rd grade ended. Some of us went to school daily, some of us stayed home, some of us were hybrid. Group activities were scaled back and we wore masks all around. Our Halloween celebrations went outdoors and many normal activities were canceled. The gala was online and we got to watch and participate. The best thing about 4th grade was Mrs. Stafford. She was well prepared to teach in person and remote students without skipping a beat. 5th grade brought us back to even more normalcy. Everyone came back to school and there were many changes for us 5th graders. We were now part of the upper classes on the 2nd floor. We got lockers, we changed teachers with each subject, and we got to play school sports. We were able to have our Grand Prix, and as 5th graders, we got to represent the Cyclones in volleyball, basketball, and track. The upper grades meant more serious academics, and we finally grew into our backpacks. These years were challenging yet fun. Mrs. Donner, Mrs. Markey, Mr. J, Mr. Benners, and Mr. Sheehan all made sure we learned to stay on track. We prepared for the stations of the cross in 7th grade, and we had crazy seasons of volleyball, basketball, and track. 8th grade has gone by so fast, and now we are experiencing our lasts. Our last volleyball season as a cyclone, our last basketball season as a cyclone, our last track season, our last Halloween party, our last everything as a cyclone. We had our first and last spring field trip together, our day in the city, and our confirmation together. We savored the fun and we knew we were making memories, some serious, some silly, some fun, and all of them special. Now as we part ways, I hope all these little memories, no matter how big or small, bring a smile to your face and some warmth to your hearts. We will always be the same Isidore class of 2025. To my classmates, congratulations. I will never forget you. Continue to make memories and may you all reach your goals. To all the parents and the community that helped us bring us here today, thank you. To our teachers, our principal, Mrs. Almento, our pastor, Father John, and the rest of the St. Isidore School and Parish staff, thank you from the class of 2025.